Good afternoon. This is the Excel dude coming at you with another video for pivot table slicers. So what we're going to do is look at pivot tables and check out different ways we can manipulate the data. Let's say you have to send one off and you want a good summary of something. All you have to do is add a slicer. That way the person who's using it doesn't need to necessarily know how to use the filters. They don't have to know the data. They have all their options presented right there in front of them, and it's basically plug and play. So back to the spreadsheet. We'll zoom in a little bit. Now come over here, and we have our standard data table, the same thing we had last time and a few other videos with NFL rushing stats. This was through, I believe, week 6. So we'll create our pivot table. Insert. Well, first we click anywhere in the data. That's where we start. So data table, great, gets sent to us. Click anywhere inside of it. Insert, pivot table. We see the dancing ants going all around it, and it goes to the bottom until there's a gap in the data. But because we've already checked this, we know that's not going to be the case. So we hit OK. We get a new worksheet. Again, we go rank, and we'll go player. Let's say, so all we're doing is taking the data fields we want to represent right here, right here. They're all shown right here. And these correspond to these columns right here on the top. So as long as you have your data organized in columns and then the same category for everyone, so Derrick Henry, these are his fumbles. Joe Mixon, these are his fumbles. As long as it's like that all the way down, you've got the setup right for a pivot table. So we're going to take, where is it here? Yep, we will go with yards. We'll go with touchdowns. We'll go with first downs. We'll go with fumbles as well, and yards per attempt. Sure. So we will then go to insert, again, same tab we did to create the pivot table, insert, and we move over here. So instead of here for pivot table, opposite side, slicer. Click that, and this menu is the exact same as this one that pops up. So you'll see that you can't click anywhere in here except in here. You pick your slicers, rank, player. We want to see team, why not? We'll go with position, yards, touchdowns, first downs, fumbles. Actually, we'll get rid of a couple of these for the sake of simplicity. See, we still have a good amount. But every one you check, you'll get a slicer, and that's what this is right here. So the slicer for fumbles, slicer for touchdowns, slicer for yards, and you'll make them match and level when you do it yourself. So it's not because I can't judge what's level and what's not, it's because I just kind of want to get these where we can show them. Now we're looking at position. So we have football, or fullback, quarterback, running back, tight end, wide receiver, blank. All we want to see is running back. We click that. Great. Because otherwise, they would have had to have gone into the other data, taken a look at it, filtered by that. They can go through here. They can look at these different data sets. Then we go to yards, and we have different yardage totals for each running back, but we really don't need that slicer. So the beautiful thing is we can just cut the thing. See ya. The Turk came by, cut him from the team. Then we'll go to touchdowns, and we want to see everyone with 0 touchdowns, let's say. There we go. Oh, Frank Gore doesn't have... That's crazy. Remember, that guy started in the league. Wow. Saquon, yeah, rough injury. But it shows you some good data right here. So if we want to cancel something on here, pivot table, you can, or slicer, you can click one, click another, click that, and it's going to clear the filter. You can also hit Alt-C. Click there, and we're here. We go Alt-C. There it is. Fumbles. We want to see who has no fumbles. Only these guys. Out of 150 running backs, 34 haven't fumbled the ball yet, about halfway into the season. That's tough. Ball security is important. Wow, Christian McCaffrey. Look at him. No fumbles. Okay. And Adrian Peterson. Yeah. Makes sense. Anyway, rank. Let's say we want to look at the top 5 running backs. So we'll clear this. All I want to see is the top 5. Oh gosh, I can't click more than one. Yes, I can. you go right here, multi-select, which is Alt-S. So Alt-S for multi-select, Alt-C for clear. You click this, 3, 4, and 5, and even if you take it off, you can still, if you click one, you can just hold Shift, same as when you select other cells. So we have our names, our top 5 running backs, we have the yardage they ran for, their yards per attempt, we have their touchdown totals, and their first downs, as well as the fumbles. So amongst the top 5 running backs, there's only 2 fumbles. So that's an interesting correlation they have right there, which I didn't think there'd be that few. Anyway, if we take a look at 0 fumbles, you can click here, but again, this is just showing how we can use a pivot table and illustrating what it's practical for. If you want to look at, let's say quarterbacks, not a lot. They're also not a lot in the top 5. So here's all the quarterbacks. You clear the rank out. After you do that, we can sort here. You right-click, sort, largest to smallest. What do you know, Kyler Murray? I am not shocked. Lamar Jackson, also not shocked. Those guys can run. Danny Jones. Danny Jones has, well, 9.5 yards. Okay, interesting. Well, that's, yeah, probably rush or passes. Regardless, though, he's got some yardage there. I did not think he'd be that high. I didn't think he'd be Cam Newton, that's for sure. Or Russell Wilson. Huh. Patrick's that high. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting lost in the stats. But this is what you do here. And if you want to pretty it up, all you do, same thing with the pivot table. Click anywhere in it. It could be, okay, we're not in the pivot table. Now we're in it. Pivot table, analyze and design are the ones that pop up. We're going to go to design. Banded columns, banded rows. Then we will click this, and right there, you can do the same thing with this. Click on it, click slicer. There it is. Slicer, there it is. Slicer, there it is. There's a bunch of different color templates. It's beautiful. No reason to ever play around with colors. Or I remember at one point I was Googling color theory just to see how I can make these things work. And yeah, no, it's pointless. Just do this. It's amazing. No one's upset at it. Everyone gets it. Let's be efficient. That's what pivot tables do. That's what slicers do. That's what the preset formatting does. So that's it. If you have any questions or you want to see any other videos, I mean, look at how fast we did this. Yeah, we did this whole video in less than 8 minutes. That was me talking through the whole process. Imagine once you get used to it, you can do this in 30 seconds, 45 seconds. This is going to just speed your analysis, save you hours every week, if not weeks every year. So, if you have any requests, let me know. Other than that, have a good one. Bye.